hit the ground every time I fall. Pressure on my chest, but I still breathe fake. Learn how to praise when I'm stuck in the...
Hello, everybody. Welcome on tonight to another show of the Push Talk Show. We're talking to some married couples on tonight. We're talking to a phenomenal couple. You guys know the month it is. It is the month of February, and we're talking about all things love. So let's talk about it. Listen, I want to go ahead and get straight to it. I want to go ahead and first invite somebody on tonight. Tell them, come on, tag and share. The talk show is on. The push show is on tonight. And we want you to come on in tonight and be a part of this amazing show. Let's go ahead and get these numbers running up on the podcast and on the show on tonight. But I do not want to prolong the hour. Listen, I had the phenomenal opportunity of knowing these lovely two individuals. And I know for a fact that God's hand is upon their life, even in the things that they are doing. But even more so, y'all, they are married, they are in love, they are going to share their story, they're going to talk about being married. So I don't want to spoil it, I don't want to give it away on tonight. So let's go ahead and bring in the sellers on tonight. Hello on tonight.
I can't hear you.
You guys can't hear me? I can hear you. Let's see. What about now?
Yes, yeah.
All right. Can y'all hear me on tonight?
Hit the 3 bars.
Yes, or not?
There's 3 bars right there.
Hello?
Yes. Can y'all hear me?
No, we can't hear you.
Okay. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to get a little bit savvy. Y'all know there's always more than one way to get this.
Hit the green buttons.
Still not.
No, not that. That's the one at the bottom. This button.
All right, they're going to come back in and come back on. So let's see. Have them come back in and come back on. But listen, I pray that everybody has a fantastic, phenomenal day on today. Thus far, I pray that you guys have been just basking in this lovely Wednesday. And
Hello. Sorry.
hello, can y'all hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
We have some technical difficulties.
Perfect. All right, well, go ahead and introduce yourselves to the people on tonight.
I'm Zariah Sellers.
I'm Jeffrey Sellers.
All right, and how long have you guys been married?
Almost 2 years.
A year and a half.
Yeah.
Year and a half. Okay. All right. So welcome, sellers, to the Push Talk Show on tonight. We're just going to jump straight into the conversation on tonight. Can you guys tell us a little bit about your backgrounds and how you guys met?
I'm from Georgia. I was raised in Georgia and a little bit in North Carolina. And we met. I was his boss at Lowe's.
Mm-hmm.
And he told me I was gonna be his wife at the first day we met. So he knew what he wanted. What about you, Jeff?
As I stated before, I'm Jeffrey Sellers. I'm coming from the Goldsboro and / Fayetteville, North Carolina area. I was living in Florida for a little bit, and then I recently moved back to Fayetteville to get my life back to where I wanted to be. And as she stated, we were both working at Lowe's. She was my boss. I was there for about 2 years, and whenever we first met each other, we had a good conversation. It took a little bit of time to build up to that conversation, but as time went on, we had a great conversation. We had a good first date, and I knew from the moment that we had that first date, I knew she was gonna be mine. So I had to take it.
Okay. Okay. So we're gonna pivot. We're gonna keep moving on down this vein. So you said the moment you knew you saw her, you knew you guys, talked or whatever, you knew that she was going to be the one, that she was it. There was nothing else. So let me ask you this: being a young man, you guys can share your age if you choose or choose not to. It's totally up to you. But being a young man and being confident in that, what made you so confident? What made you so sure? What characteristics, or were there any characteristics, or was there just a knowing?
I would definitely say both. It was very, very much so like a knowing within my mind and in the spirit of the Lord that was guiding me through that night, that I was able to pretty much read her spirit and read her characteristics and her body what's the word? Language, body language, and just like how she carried herself and presented herself and just was talking fluently and just breaking down how much she loves the Lord and why she loves the Lord, and going into detail. It just really set a fire within me, into my heart, to know that this is definitely a good woman, and I want to make sure that I don't mess up this opportunity where she would be my girlfriend going into my wife, or whoever the Lord had for me at that time. Thankfully, it was to be my wife.
Okay. Wow. So interesting. So prior to you guys getting married, how long have you known each other?
It was we met, like I said, we met in like August, and he asked me to be his wife like a couple times, but I told him no because I knew we weren't ready, because it was just like something we were looking for, like from God. So I think it would probably be like 6 months that he waited before he asked. No, it was 3 months. He asked me to be his wife, and I told him no because I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready to be a wife yet. And he asked me 3 more months later, told him no. And then when we met you guys that Created to Serve, and when he stood up the first day we came there, I never forget it. He stood up and he said he felt the presence of God, and that was exactly what I prayed that he would say if he truly was the person I wanted. If he was truly the person that I know God wanted me to marry, like his characteristics showed it, but I needed to see where God was, because you got to know a person in all their seasons. So I needed to hear that from him, and that was you know, what set me for that. And then after service, you guys were introducing yourselves to us, and Apostle asked me, he's like, "That's your husband, right?" I was like, "No, sir, that's not my husband." And he's like, "Oh, interesting." And I was like, "Oh, okay, I see where he's going with that." And then that right there was like that. I think it was like 3 months later. He asked me in the kitchen. I was cooking, and he asked me to marry him, and I told him yeah. And that's when I knew.
Okay. Very, very interesting. So 6 months prior to being, husband and wife, you guys knew each other. So let me ask you this. Do you think it's best that will people be friends first before they go into the dating realm with one another? Did you all see it being beneficial, being friends?
Yes, absolutely. We didn't just off the rip just start dating. I had to know him first, because I was the type of, well, at the time I was a girl. I was the type of girl to where I didn't even give you my time if you didn't have any type of understanding of what God was, because I came from that background where I'm a pastor's kid, and my grandmother was a armor bearer, still is, and she didn't play that. You don't. It ain't, if it ain't no courtship, ain't no understanding, ain't no learning. You know, you can't entertain someone, because that's how you get confused. Confusion come from just entertaining everybody. Everybody don't get your time.
Very good. Okay, so fire off a question here. Either one of you guys are more than welcome to answer. The other one, feel free to jump in. What surprised you the most about marriage after you got married?
I'm gonna start this one off.
Oh God.
what mainly surprised me the most was really like how important it is to have communication in your relationship and marriage. Like if you don't have the communication, there's a lot of things that can go wrong. It's like a domino effect. Like you might be like your wife or your partner might actually do one thing, and then you might have done it, but you didn't tell her. So now she's in the sense of saying that you didn't do it, and then you got to explain why you already did it, how'd you did it, when you did it, and then it's just going downhill from
Yeah,
there.
it makes it harder.
Yeah.
I would agree on that. Also, I would say it ain't sunshine and rainbows all the time. People
Ooh.
get to marriage and they think it's gonna be all fluff and love and sweetness. The honeymoon phase don't last always. Although you want it to, it
Mhm.
don't. It don't. It don't last always.
So the
Not
reality of
yeah. Everything sits in because you gotta. It's like a you gotta be able to differentiate the difference between loving each other, choosing each other, and your assignment. And when you can't differentiate those things, it clouds everything else. Because people think marriage is just natural; it's not spiritual, and you have to pray about everything, talk about everything, have like a togetherness, and that was my main thing: learning how to have togetherness. It was difficult, but it's working. It's getting there, and we still have challenges, but we work through them. Still choosing each other every day.
I'm glad you said that. Still choosing each other every day. So, how do you intentionally choose each other on those hard days? How do you intentionally still choose each other, especially being new at the marriage? It's quicker for you to revert back to the older because you've been single longer than you've been married. So how have you guys been doing that intentionally?
Me, one thing I do is I step back. I really have to step. I'll go in the bathroom, and sometimes it happens like have a heated discussion. We don't say argument, we say discussion. And sometimes I have to walk away. I'm like, I just need a minute. Give me a minute. I'm gonna go in the bathroom. I look at myself like, okay, how can I find a way to serve him better? And him being leader of our household, sometimes it's like, okay, let me go make sure that he has his clothes laid out for work. Let me go make sure he got food. When he eats, he is like, the little thing that be like, oh, you need a Snicker bar? That's what he be. That's all he want. He want food. So I'm like, let me go fix him some food. I'm gonna feed him. We're gonna sit down. We're gonna talk about it. And usually that's all it really be. He just be hungry. He just be hungry. So let me feed him, and it helps everything. And only that, like just praying about it, just stepping away, praying about it, and making him some food, and he'll be okay.
to to add on what you were saying, I would say um on my perspective of things is really like what you stating on together, like just being together, one, and two, yes, I do be hungry, so it kind of works. But how I most likely get the understanding of when we have those hard times and those hard moments, I think back of like what we worked on
Mm.
since we got from the beginning stages of our relationship till now, and what would possibly happen if we were to separate just off of that heated discussion or that hard time.
Like,
Like,
is it worth it? Yeah.
right, is it really worth it?
And a lot of times it ain't. It's not worth it. A lot of discussions people have about what's going wrong or whatever. It's just hunger, frustration, misleading information, and just it's just not worth it. It's not worth
That's
it.
good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay. So I mean y'all are flowing right into these questions. Great, honestly. So what's one communication habit that you're still learning to master?
Close my mouth when he talking.
Hmm.
Um, finding a solution to our any conversation that we have, whether it's good or bad.
Yeah, learn how to use problem solution methods.
Okay. So what I've heard was you guys listen to each other both and learning to find those mechanisms to help you guys when you're having those heated conversations, so to speak. Okay.
And sometimes it just takes us to put our foreheads together, like literally. Just all right, look, we here now. Like, all right, you can't argue when you're looking at somebody that you love in the eyes. You can't do that. It's not gonna work. So,
Okay. Okay. So, what have you learned about your conflict style since getting married?
keep my mouth closed. I say it again, keep my mouth closed. Cause my first thing is to do like my first thing as a defense mechanism, just from like childhood traumas, is oh I'm sorry, and then or shut down. I can't shut down because I like I said I'm choosing to be here. You got to choose every day, so I can't choose to shut down because it didn't work for me then. Why would it work now? So how can I like into myself like? And sometimes I don't. I don't. I still shut down sometimes, but it's just like okay, let me go back. Let me apologize. Let me say what I should have said when I should have said on like when we were having a discussion.
Um, that was good, babe. That was good. I would say more so on my end. It's just really learning ways to like have that calm point in anything I say or do, because I know with my emotions, I can turn from a nice calm dude to a big fireball very quickly. So I'm learning on how to like really slow down to anger and just be more relaxed.
Okay. So, how do you apologize and forgive in your marriage? Like, how are you guys? I'm hearing, how you guys are conflict resolving, but even with the conflict resolving, there is a demand to forgive one another and to move forward and to apologize. You can't just say, okay, I'm done and that be it. That's not how this thing kind
Yeah.
of goes. There has to be, some resolution, has to be some accountability, and there has to be some understanding. And with that understanding, there also has to be some verbalization of some form of apology, because we're humanity. Sometimes we get hot head. Sometimes we don't close our mouth. So when we should be listening with our ears and really hearing our spouse. So how do you guys do that? Or is it just like, okay, I'm sorry, you just move along? Or is it a sincere apology? Like, how does that work for you all?
It takes me personally, it takes me a minute. Like I have to like, okay, let me look at it. Let me see why I'm apologizing. Because you can't just say sorry. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. But I gotta like see why I'm sorry. Understand? And God deals with me through conviction. He lets me know, all right, you should have shut your mouth and just let it be what it was. But you open your mouth, so now let's go and assess the problem. Right? Conflict solution problems, like solving the problem. Because a lot of times with me, I just like I said, I shut down. So I just have to learn how to just go back, say I'm sorry because, and what I heard you say was versus what you said. When you said what you said and what I heard you say, it hurt me because of this. This is why I feel this way. And I apologize if I made you feel the same way I feel.
That's good.
Um, I normally would start off with like a deep, sincere apology, and then give him the details of why I'm like apologizing to that word or action, and then after that, I follow it with my actions. So if I say I'm gonna be sorry for hurting your feelings, the next thing I would do, the actions would be give her a positive mindset of, oh, give her like say, hey, you look nice today, and be more positive in general, and being consistent on that part, so that way she knows that I really was sorry.
Yeah. And we use the rose method, like you told us. It
Mhm.
helps.
Share the rose method to the other folks out there.
So the method is only used in very important like disagreements that you need to like come back to. And you can go buy a rose or you can make a rose. I made my first rose. And like it was a letter I wrote to him and I made it into a rose and I handed it to him. I was supposed to leave on you're supposed to leave on the table, but I handed it to him because he had just came in and I was very upset. But you leave it on the table, giving your partner the signification of we need to discuss something very important and we need to sit down and talk about it.
Very good. Yes, the rose method is like a peace offering as well, because you're coming with a heart of love. So that person's not coming in like, anytime somebody here, we need to talk, and they're married, your mind go to the depths of the deep end.
To the end, I'm
Because
about to lose my man.
it's gonna be an argument, it's gonna be something you want to talk about, it's gonna be something that you don't even want to be dealing with at that moment. It's you are already on 10 because what they want to talk about it. And don't tell somebody, don't tell your spouse you want to talk about it and they at work and they gotta wait till all the way to get home. Oh, you done ruined their whole day, because all they thinking about is what could be possibly talk about. What do he or she want? So the rose method is that peace offering. The rose method is saying, hey, I'm coming to you from a place of love, and I want you to really hear my heart, because you're coming in, as I call it, quote unquote, on the softer side, not on the hot side. And so, but I'm glad to hear that you guys are using the rose method. I'm glad to hear that, because so, Mr. Sellers, on the other side of that, when you saw that rose being handed to you, what went through your mind?
I get like I overthink about things mostly. So when I got the rose, I was mainly thinking like, okay, I must have did something very wrong, or I must have said something very outlandish. So let's just see what it is. And I like to very much so understand the full depth of what's going on. So I quickly opened it and I read it, like I breeze through it, then I read it again, and then I panically start asking questions like, what is this? What you mean? Like, I don't understand. It's typically how our conversations start, good or bad, especially when it gets bad, because I'm overthinking.
Gotcha.
It gets bad because he overthinks, and I'm like, you need to breathe. Just breathe. It's not like deep. Like I want to talk to you, and I felt like in that moment you weren't open. But just breathe. Like I'm not leaving you. Like I ain't going nowhere. So just chill. You know.
Good. So, do you all appreciate the rose method, or do you like, you know what, we like it, but we ain't gotta use it? Like, what's your thoughts behind it?
It's only in very important moments because
Yep.
most times we can just like we discuss it, we get over it. But if it's like okay, you ain't it's irreconcilable differences. Like you gotta hear me, or we're gonna have a different type of conversation. That's what that's for.
Yep. Absolutely. Okay. Well, we're going to go to a quick commercial break, you guys. This is good. Please hang on. Hold on. Don't you go nowhere. Don't you dare touch that dial.
Patrice Davis Ministries presents iPush Conference September 2026. Early registration is open now. Get your ticket for $52 until promotion lasts. Need a realtor? See Samaya Best at Navigate Realty. Creative Kids Childcare is currently opening in Spring Lake, NC. Join our Pusher University. Not only do you get behind-the-scenes content, you get time with Dr. Davis via coaching and/or mentorship. Join today at www.bsdministries.com. We have some amazing sponsors. Take advantage of our low sponsor rates, starting at $20 a month. If you want to become spawners, email us at admin@bsdministries.com today. Continue to subscribe and follow the Push Talk Show. Now back to the push.
And we are back on tonight. We have this amazing couple, you guys. They are somewhat still newlyweds in the game. Listen, I say you're newlyweds until you get 3 years under your belt. Then we could probably call you at that mid. When you hit that 10-year, you were probably a vet at that time. At that time, you have reached your vet status. So listen, it's been good so far. If you missed it, listen, they talked about the rose method. Such a great method, but only to be used when it's important conversation. Don't take advantage of the rose method, because you'll have your partner in anxiety for no reason. So only when it needs to be used. All right, we have a few more questions on tonight for this amazing couple. We're going to get a little bit more lighter with the questions. I think we can kind of grill them a little bit enough tonight on the Push Show. So here we go. What are the funniest adjustments you've had to make?
That's a good question.
That's harder than the one for.
Yeah, you got that, babe. You got that.
I don't got it.
Believe in you.
Funny adjustments, as in like he's hilarious, or like what's
What funny adjustments you had to make. Okay, prime example, it could be like, I didn't know him with us being together that he was a loud snorer. So I've seen myself pushing him to his side, or I've seen myself holding his nose while he's sleeping. I mean,
I got you. So speaking on sleeping, he don't know that he snores, and he don't believe that he snores, but he snores. And so a lot of times I'm like, you gotta like, dude, roll over. Like I know I snore, but you got to roll over. It's getting ridiculous. I'm sorry.
It's funny. It's very funny.
I'm sorry.
Because it's gonna coexist to what I'm about to say. She definitely snores loud. Like it's like,
Not too
let's
much.
say you're in the forest and you got a grizzly bear and he's asleep for hibernation and you can hear it for miles on it. Yeah, that's her.
Okay,
So
too much.
me now knowing that, I have to adjust my sleep pattern or my sleep,
Yeah, he gotta go.
like my sleep,
Yeah.
like the way I sleep, because she have her head to the right near my chest. It's getting like very, very loud. But if she turns her head over to the left, far left, it's not as loud, and I can go to sleep.
Okay. Yeah, we gonna keep you on the good side. Not too much, not too much, not too much. Because it was a whole demonstration for me. Turn her head to the left. It's a whole demonstration for me. So yeah, not too much, not too much, not too much. Okay. All right. So here we go. Another question. Who's better at handling stress?
Me.
Okay. All right. Who's better with the finances?
Me.
No, that's me.
Okay, let's talk about this. Wait a minute, cause I calculate better. You just spend better. It's
Okay.
Cause I have to have my shopping budget. Sometimes you be tripping, but
There is no shopping budget with you, but okay.
Okay.
Gotta have to throw out shop.
I think I probably know this answer. Who's better at cooking?
Me.
She only be in the kitchen enough. She only be in the kitchen. She don't trust me.
Apostle, look, your son tried to cook some bacon in the air fryer with water, and it's Greek. Like how you? And then he left the shells in the eggs, so it's like I'm not eating.
Yeah, not too much, not too much. But we're not gonna leave no shells or no eggs, but not too much, not too much. Yeah, that was that. Yeah,
he got better.
Yeah, we gotta tell you, stay out the kitchen. Stay out of the kitchen. Yeah, we might recommend that for you, because shells. Yeah, we might want to keep that right where they is. Okay, next question. Who's the better driver?
Him.
Yeah, me.
Gotcha. I didn't see that one, but okay, I'll take it. Okay.
I gotta be honest. Sometimes honesty hurts.
Okay.
I'm hurt.
Who's the better kisser?
Oh, that's me.
Okay.
We'll give it to him. Okay, who's the better dresser?
Me. Sure. I chill, but I like to dress him up because he like to be fly. Me, I don't care, but you know when I get to, he gets fly.
Okay. All right. Who has the most patience?
Me. Definitely me.
Jeffrey, you ain't too many more, ain't too many yous. I'm trying to help you. Ain't too many yous. Okay?
I understand.
Let me tell you
patience game is very little.
When he be around y'all, he be all fluffy and nice. But at the house, that's a whole different man.
That's normally how it go. It's normally how it go.
I love you though.
Okay. Last question of these questions. Who gives the best advice?
Me.
No, I disagree on.
But yeah, okay. When you in dad mode.
Okay.
When you like talking to my siblings, hands down, for sure. But like when people come to us and ask us like marital advice or relationship advice, it usually be me.
You just jump into the question. I got good advice. So we're gonna say together.
Plus, yeah.
Together. Okay, together. Okay, together. Okay. Okay. I bet I know this answer. Who's most competitive?
That's me.
Yep.
Hey,
I swear he win. I let him win. It goes to his head.
babe, I beat you fair and square.
Okay.
We want to talk about the bowling night,
Hey,
bowling date.
hey, we're not gonna.
We can go there.
You about to get
I
rolls.
still got the video.
You about to get rolls.
We can run it back.
We got to, as I said, not too much, not too much, not too much. I'm trying to keep it all together. Not too much, not too much. Okay. So a few more questions and then we're going to let you guys go. I wanted to break that up just a little bit. What advice would you give couples engaged right now, looking to be engaged right now? What advice would you guys give them being a year and a half into your marriage?
Go to counseling.
Mm-hmm.
Counseling is needed. Like even now, we still need counseling on a lot of things because there's a lot of things we didn't learn as young adults from either side. We still need counseling. On certain things. Not like it's the end of the world, but go to counseling. Get understanding of where God lies in your relationship because when you mess up that trifold, that braid that you create, it can easily be snipped when it's only two of you. But when you have a threefold braid, if they snip one piece, oh, God is always gonna lie in that. So you gotta really just go to someone or have someone in your corner that number one understands God, able to counsel or have good guidance advice and understand where God lies.
That's good. Mr. Sellers?
If it's not that, I would say more so just take the time out with your spouse or your partner to really learn them and also like understand their traits. So like what do they like, what do they dislike, and really have God heavy on your relationship because there'll be moments where you can't really control certain things. That's when God steps in and do his job and mostly just really continue to find ways to love each other because it's real easy to fall out of love with somebody versus staying in love with somebody because it's a lot of hard work that you got to put in to stay in love with that one person that you're trying to be with for the rest of their life.
Yeah. And also like keeping people out your relationship.
Yes.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Because they don't know who that person is when the lights and the camera go off. As my grandma would say. They don't know who you lay beside at night. You tell them one thing and they gonna be mad at him about something that happened 2 years ago, but you didn't forgive that person. Keep them out your relationship. It ain't worth your marriage. And understanding that once you are married, you leave your mother and father and you become one. So that means, yeah, they're your family, but they're your extended family. You guys are immediate family. So you don't owe them anything. You owe your person, your partner, everything. You put all of it in with that one person and God, and it will change your life versus halfway in, halfway out. You can't be lukewarm, as the Bible will tell you.
That's good. That's good. And Jeffrey, you said something. You it's harder to stay in love. I wouldn't say it's harder to stay in love. The problem is with many people, they forget what it takes to get that person. So you forget those small detailed things, the things you said you need to learn your spouse. People forget those things. They think that, oh, now I got him or now I got her, I don't still have to do certain things. Well, contrary to popular belief, you do have to do certain things because that's what drew you to that person. So we have to be mindful that I'm a true believer. Once you're in love, you're in love. You got to just keep that fire going. And you know what it takes to keep your spouse's fire going. So if we learn to keep the fire going, there's no way that anybody can come and throw water on it, even if it's having a bad day, even though there may be a small kindle, but it still has a fire. There may be a small piece of burning wood underneath and can't nobody else see, but it's still burning. So we just have to make sure that we're intentional on making sure that we're kindling that fire. We're intentional on making sure that we're loving that person, that we don't get comfortable with that person. That, oh, we just know that they're always going to be there. Oh, we just know that they're always going to show up. We just know that they're going to take our mess today. Not necessarily. Some people are like, you know what, I'm done with this because I don't have anything there for you. So that was good, y'all. I'm proud of y'all. That was good. Okay. What does a successful marriage look like to you? To you, not the outside world. What does a successful marriage look like to you all?
God fearing.
I would say you and your husband are our example.
Oh, thank y'all. You might want to hit him top of the head half the time.
Yeah, I do have to hit him in the back of his neck sometimes, but but yeah, I agree with you, baby.
Having a God-fearing marriage, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. And of course, just the basics. Respect one to another,
Yeah.
communicating, listening one to another. It can't be a one-sided marriage.
Oh, yeah.
What do you wish someone had told you before getting married?
Take your time.
Yes, take your
Okay.
time. I don't regret anything I've done when it comes to my marriage and who I married or anything like that. I just wish that the times that we were frustrated with each other, like when he went away for basic, it taught me that it wasn't worth the argument. So that's where I would take my time. Like really think about what I said before I say it, because sometimes the phone got to end the conversation faster than what you need to conversate about certain things. And when that phone go away, you're like, dang, I shouldn't have said that. That was stupid of me. Or why did I do that? That wasn't even worth it. So
Mhm.
just take your time, think about what you say before you say it, and just pray. Just pray about it. Just pray about it. For real.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. All right. Last question of the night. How do you support each other's dreams and callings?
I can answer that.
Oh God.
I can answer that.
It's like you rose up to the occasion. I can answer that. I want to hear this answer so bad now.
When
You
it
don't be
just
too bad now.
no, I got you.
Okay.
When it comes to us two in general, when it comes to our dreams and aspirations, we always like to sit down and write out our goals and aspirations and our dreams, and then we talk about how we're going to achieve it. Once we achieve it, we very much so hold each other accountable
Yes.
in each step. So if we want a business, we're gonna say how we want that business, and then go through the steps. And then each day, we're trying to go towards that step. Whenever somebody or one of us is saying, "Oh, it's too hard. I can't do it," and it look like it's not working, we'd be like, "No, you can do it. You just don't want to do it right now because it's hard. But you gotta keep pushing to get to that end goal."
That's good. Accountability. And
Yeah.
ma'am,
Um, to piggyback off what he said, sometimes like you got to step in and pick up where they fall short. Um, like I know for him, he kind of almost gave up on his aspirations when it came to the military, and I had to pick up and just take the baton. Like sometimes you gotta, even though it's not your, there's a reason for you to sit down, make the vision, write it plain, and that's why he said write the vision, make it plain, so that someone can take the tablets and run with it. I gotta be the person to run with it because I gotta know what you're looking for. And once I have that subscription, that whatever it is, that plan, I can run with it and I know what to do with it. But you got to see the vision too. So seeing the vision and picking up where they left off. Um, he started his and I've been working on mine, and I got a couple things I want to do, but it'll come in due time.
that's good. Seeing the vision, running with it, and accountability. That is pretty much the recipe for supporting each other. That is what is needed. Seeing the vision, seeing the calling for your spouse, and allowing them to run with it, but yet holding them accountable to the vision, to the calling. I mean, you guys have sliced through what a lot of people go to divorce court concerning. People do not even have that concept of what they need to have to support a person's dream. So just hearing that and you haven't even tapped into year number 2 is phenomenal, because some people can't get out of that mindset of I need you to do this, and this, but yet their spouses in the inside, they're dying because their dream is not being fulfilled, because life is happening, marriage, kids, work, all these other things are happening. And sometimes we lose our identity of what we wanted to do, the business, the endeavor. Sometimes we lose that because of life is happening. So I'm glad to hear that you guys are, one, holding each other accountable. Two, I'm gonna ask this question before I say what I'm about to say. Do you know your spouse's dream
Yes.
or the vision?
Yes.
Yes.
He's on me right now about mine, like really bad. Like, I told him, like, I understand the calling that God has in my life and I want to work into that. But a lot of times, like even now, like us being on live, I'm kind of nervous because like recently I did a video that God led me to do, talking about and just doing Bible study, and it's content creating and stuff like that. And it's something I've been wanting to do, just spreading the gospel. But I sometimes get scared or I get fearful about what people think, or, you know, just speaking on certain things, or, you know, when you been taught order in operation in church, you know, that religious mindset. How do you stray away from that? And I'm working on that now.
Hmm.
Yes.
This is stretching you. I love it.
Mhm.
That's beautiful. I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. But yeah, so that's amazing in itself that you guys know each other's dreams and you guys know each other's goals and visions in life. So just by knowing that, that speaks to your communication level with one to another. So that in itself is simply amazing. Do not lose that. Do not lose that. Do not lose your identity within your marriage. Being almost 2 years in is phenomenal, but never lose your identity in your marriage. Even though you're one, you still have your own set of footprints. And that's what attracted you to each other. So this is amazing, amazing, amazing on tonight. All right, this is the question of the hour. Everybody has this particular question. If you watch the show, you know what this question is.
Oh,
If you could be any superhero in the whole entire world, what superhero would you be, and what would be your superpowers? We'll start with Mrs. Sellers.
oh, dang. Oh, that's a good one. I I don't think I would really want a superpower. I think I would just want to just feed the hungry.
Okay, okay,
I would.
that's
I would,
fair.
yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. Mr. Sellers,
Superman.
You want me
Superman.
to?
Okay. And what would be your superpower?
I want that super strength.
You
Super
start with
strength.
that.
And
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Love to see it. Love to see it. Love to hear. Love to see it. Okay. All right. So listen, we enjoyed you guys on tonight. This was actually good, 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 good. Oh, so good. I'm pretty sure you guys will definitely be back on the show on tonight. But this was amazing, amazing, amazing. Please drop your social media handles and let the people know where they can find you. And currently, what state are you in? If you guys don't mind sharing, you are my first virtual guest on the show. Normally, we're always live together. So you guys are the first. So you guys will go down in the Push Talk Show as the first virtual guest. So it is an honor for me to have you guys on tonight. It's also befitting. But if you want to share, where are you guys currently now? State-wise, don't even give no, and we ain't give no cities name, none folk business.
Okay.
But what state are you guys currently in, and where can people find you so they can see your content when you do go live?
We are currently in New York.
Yes.
Um, our social medias are the Sales Fam. And we have our own podcast at Spotify via Spotify at Better Together Podcast.
Better Together Podcast, the Sellers Fam, and they are in New York. I need all the viewers to go lock into them. Go, 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 go. Subscribe to the podcast. Listen in. I enjoyed them tonight. I know you guys will definitely enjoy them on their podcast. We're going to go ahead and let them go for just a little bit. You guys hang out in the backstage. And you guys, we are so excited for our guests on tonight. We thank you guys for coming in on tonight and just hanging with us on tonight, being a part of the Push Talk Show with the month of February. Let's talk about love. We are so honored to have the Sellers on tonight, our newly married couple. They've been married for almost 2 years. If you missed tonight's show, do me a favor. Go back and log in and watch the show. We are streaming on all major platforms, so feel free to go back and listen to the show on tonight. We want to thank you all for hanging out with us. Make sure you are with us on next Wednesday at the Pushers Table. We have some great things coming in store for you. We will see you then.
I know God walking with me, help control my feelings. Ain't no doubt in my mind, he true. Go read Mark, John, and Luke. Even though life get tough sometimes, gotta keep on pushing you through. Don't let nothing stop you. I know it's easier done than said.